Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, August 27th. Well, the big story continues to be Tropical Storm Isaac. It is now over the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, still tropical storm status with sustained winds at 65 miles per hour. However, it should strengthen over the next 24 to 48 hours into a minimal hurricane, and then possibly there's an outside chance it could strengthen enough to become a major hurricane, which is Category 3 or higher, before making landfall probably on Wednesday, probably in the central Gulf, perhaps Louisiana or Mississippi by the midweek time frame. It continues on a west-northwest track this morning at about 13 miles per hour, and we'll focus in on Isaac over the next several minutes. Here's the latest surface map, and here is the location of Isaac as of this morning. It did kind of follow a path that we talked about by the middle of last week, near Haiti, Dominican Republic, and then over Cuba towards the southern Keys, and it continues on a west-northwest track. And all indications are it will continue towards the central Gulf states, including the possibility of arriving right near New Orleans by the middle part of the week. But really, right now, the cone is right in this region here, the central Gulf states of Louisiana, Mississippi, on guard here as it becomes a strengthening hurricane over the next 24 to 48 hours. Now here's the latest GOES visible satellite loop from the Penn State EWOL site. Here is Isaac. It is a well-organized storm right now. It has nice inflow from the southeast here, and we'll take a look at a couple of charts in a moment. All atmospheric conditions right now suggest some strengthening will occur over the next 24 hours or so. Should reach hurricane status, I would guess, sometime later today. And again, then we'll have to watch to see if it can jump all the way from a 1 to a 2 and perhaps even Category 3 before making landfall around 48 hours from now, right here somewhere in the central Gulf states. Heavy rain is falling today throughout the state of Florida, but the real headache will become in the central Gulf region as this begins to approach land by the middle part of the week. Well, here's a colorized infrared image of the image loop of Tropical Storm Isaac. Again, it's starting to kind of redevelop convection right around what will likely become an eye for this particular storm. Still tropical storm status this morning, but strengthening should occur. Lots of heavy rainfall today throughout the Florida Peninsula. This continues on a west-northwest track, eventually making landfall, looks like somewhere around Louisiana, perhaps Mississippi, in the Wednesday time frame. Well, let's look at a couple of charts from the SSEC Wisconsin website. This is the reason why we believe Isaac will intensify over the next 24 hours or so, 24 to 48 hours. Atmospheric conditions are quite favorable for development. Two of the things you look for: upper level divergence and lower level convergence. In other words, winds blowing in down near the ground level and winds blowing out of the tropical system at the upper part of the atmosphere allows the storm to intensify. Here is a map of upper level divergence, and sure enough, it's quite high here, right in the vicinity of the tropical storm right now. Now let's take a look at the lower level convergence map, and that too favors development here. This is kind of a bullseye right in this region here, so there is lower level convergence and upper level divergence associated with Isaac right now. Two of the reasons why we believe strengthening will occur over the next 24 to 48 hours. One final map I'd like to show here. Of course, important factor here, the sea surface temperatures over the Gulf of Mexico. Storm itself is right around in this region right here right now, eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico. And look at this, all these oranges and yellows here show actual even warmer water. It will approach warmer water over the next 12 to 24 hours or so as it heads towards the central Gulf. So there's quite a combination of atmospheric conditions and sea surface temperatures that will favor the intensification of Isaac over the next couple of days before making landfall. Probably Wednesday, right in this region right here, and New Orleans is in the possible path right here, so we'll have to monitor the situation, of course, over the next 24 to 48 hours. That's it for now. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.